Hi, my name is Gordon, and in this video I'm going to give you an overview of the new Required Systems management system for care homes. This is called the RSL Manager, and it's a brand new piece of software which gives you a comprehensive quality management system for care homes. It gives you all the policies, procedures and supporting forms to enable you to evidence compliance with the CQC Outcomes for Care 2010. Okay, I'm just going to launch the software by double clicking on the icon here. What it will do first is check to see whether there are any updates available online. Once the splash screen disappears, you get this menu which gives you three options. We can start using the system, we can pull up a start guide on screen, or we can watch the video which takes us through how to use the system. That'll be the second video in this series. I'm going to click on the Start Using System. I've got two homes in the system at the moment, one called Cameron and one called New Lodge. I'm going to select Cameron and open up the details for that home. As you can see, I've got four options here. I can manage the home and edit the staff and service users. I can look at the policies, procedures and forms for that particular home, and I can look at the staff and service user forms for that home. This is a screen where we can manage the home. You'll see across here are all of the staff. For each member of staff we've got a picture, we've got their name, we've got what they're known as and their gender. Likewise, for all the service users, we've got a list of them here, and if we scroll across we can see the rest of them. If there isn't a picture available, then just a generic outline appears here. You can see that the Cameron home has been selected up here. If I click on the second home, New Lodge, the details change and I've now got the staff and service users for the other home. And you can have as many homes as you want in here if you have the Pro version of the software. I'll talk a bit more about that at the end. Let's go back and select Cameron again. Up at the top of the screen here we have a number of buttons which we can access parts of the software. The master documents contain a set of all the documents, all the policies, procedures and forms which are contained within the system. These are customised for individual homes, individual members of staff and service users. These are here for reference and should not be edited. You can use them though to print out copies of master documents if you wish. The Manage Homes button is just simply the one that brings up this screen here. Useful Links launches a browser, and in this browser we can pull up some websites where you might find some useful information. This is the Department of Health website. And the References tab gives us reference to other documents contained within the Required Systems Quality Management website. But let's go back to the Manage Homes. I can do it by clicking on here, or I can click on the Cameron home here to bring it up. Along here we have the documents for Cameron home, staff forms and service user forms. These have all been customised and the name of the home has been inserted into all of these documents. I'll explain in the second video how this is done. Let's look then at the staff forms. Clicking on here, we get a list down the side here showing the staff. Again, you can see the pictures and the details. You can select any member of staff by clicking on here and highlighting that member of staff. In here are a set of forms which are personal for that member of staff. Any information that you put into these forms will be saved in here and can be recalled later. They can be printed out, or new forms can be created and saved and they'll appear in this list here for that member of staff. If we look at service user forms, again you see down here we can a list of the service users, and we can select any one of these. Let's just select Jean Simpson here. And what we're looking at here now are the documents for Jean. Again, if these have been edited and saved, it will contain the information for Jean in these, and you can add additional documents in here. One of the important things is this key facts link which you have for both staff and service users. This is a very quick way of accessing the important information about any either member of staff or service user in the home. Let's just click on that and show how it launches a Word document, and you'll see in here this is Jean Simpson's form. It's got all the crucial information about her in here which can be pulled up very quickly. Another nice feature of the system is if you click on a picture of either a member of staff or a service user, you'll get an enlarged view of that person's picture. All of these files in here can be loaded into Word by simply double clicking on the appropriate form. Once you've edited the form, click Save, and that saves it into the same location it was in before, so next time you come back to that user, the document will be there. And we can do the same thing for any member of staff or any service user. Clicking on the Documents button opens up a list of the 28 outcomes for the CQC, and clicking on any one of them opens up on the right hand side here the procedures in blue and any related forms or documents in green. These are all links, and clicking on any of these will launch Word and allow you to edit these documents or to print them out. Let's just look at the Provision of Information document. Clicking on that launches it into Word, and here you can see a copy of the document. This can be, as I said, edited and printed out or saved. And if we click on the table of contents, you will see a list of all of the documents that are used. If we click on the Forms button, we get a list of all of the forms in the system, numbered in order so we can find them easily. Another way of finding a document or policy or outcome is by using the search button. I can type in here any word that I'm looking for, like medication, and I'm going to search the forms for all the forms which relate to medication. I click on search here, and what happens is the system goes away and examines the contents of every single document in the system and will pull up a list of the forms which contain the word medication. Again, all of these are links, and clicking on any one of these will bring up Word and allow you to edit the document. In this screen here, you can see we can add new members of staff or new service users, we can remove them, and we can edit their details. As I said, there are two versions of this software. The standard version allows you to manage one home. You can have as many staff or service users as you like, but it will only be one home. In the Pro version of the RSL Manager, you can manage multiple homes, and this is an example of the Pro version here. I'm managing 2 homes, Cameron and New Lodge, and you can manage as many homes as you want. The other advantage of the Pro system is that you can put the data onto a network device, like a server or a shared area in a computer, and multiple users can access the data. This is not possible in the standard version, where the database is simply stored on the local computer it is used on. So that's it, the overview of the brand new RSL Manager System from Required Systems. It's a comprehensive way of keeping track of your staff, your service users, and all of the forms, procedures and policies required for the CQC Outcomes for Care 2010. The idea behind this is to make it as easy to use as possible, a simple interface, and yet extremely powerful database behind this, which is keeping track of all the documents and all the details about your home. Thanks for listening to this. If you want to know more about how to go about installing the software and how to add members of staff and service users and create new homes, watch the second video in this series.